We're all busy. We all got stuff going on in our lives. We might not have all the time in the world to devote to practicing golf like a pro golfer, but we want to hit golf shots like a pro golfer. How do we end up getting over a ball, swinging, hitting it pure, but still have a life in the process? Well, here's the story of how I was able to become a pro golfer on just 50 balls or less per week. My first story of becoming pro and really hitting the ball, like that light bulb moment that goes off, hitting the ball really solid, involved a simple 5-minute golf lesson where I hit 10 shots. Well, 13 if you count the 3 bad ones before I got corrected. So my swing was all sorts of timing. I had to lift my arms, I was dropping the club, I was shifting, a lot of variables. When I do those things, contact's inconsistent. And I have to spend my life on the range trying to figure out how to time those things. But in this lesson, what I learned was I didn't have to spend weeks practicing. I could take weeks off, come back, and I'd still be in the same spot as where I left it. So my swing could take a break. And that lesson was simple. Well, I'm going to share with you today 3 simple things. 3 simple things to get pro ball striking without practicing much. And really, it might be a 5 or 10 minute range session a week. Like, that's all you need because you got other things going on. The first thing is contact. If I wanted to play great golf consistently well, I've got to strike the ground in the same spot every time. And the first way I do that, I set more weight on the front leg with all my clubs because it creates a situation where I set it and forget it. Set and forget it, keep that in mind. You want to set and forget as much of your swing as possible. And I just swing my shoulders and there's the contact point on the ground. So then when I get over the ball, I set it and then I swing. And I'm guaranteeing a strike with the ground. I'm guaranteeing something very crisp. It sounds great. And I can do this shot after shot just by setting it there. And bonus points, really, you don't have to do a whole lot in your swing if you just focus on keeping most of your weight there. Like that was the first aha moment was, oh, you're telling me I can take breaks? Yeah. Just set that there. You can even lean into it a little bit more, like 60% if you want. So that enables me to enjoy playing golf a lot more, but also open up my other hobbies like playing guitar. You have more time for friends and family, whatever you want to do. So I just anchor that weight there. And I swing and it's crisp. So you're not seeing a shift or a sway off the ball because then contact's compromised. It's over. You can't do that. No timing. No timing allowed. All right, next thing. Next part of that little 5-minute lesson, like I said, I hit 10 balls in this lesson. 13, 3 bad ones, then I got corrected, I hit 10, and the pro said, all right, go back to work, because I was an assistant pro at the time. Swing the club around your body instead of up and down. Okay, so I was doing this, very up, out, have very steep over the top. If you change your path from being here to instead here, that's like a 20-shot swing for any hundreds or 90s player. The second you get there, overnight, you practically wake up in the 80s, high 70s. You could. That's what happened to me. I was shooting like anywhere from 89 to 95, trying to become a PGA member as a freshman in college, and I had a swing that I could never count on until this. So now we focus on the hands moving deeper around the body. And when I get here, it's like I'm presetting a powerful downswing because I am. It's not just like I'm doing it, it's because I am doing it. And so I focused on swinging more around the body on an arc. Instead of going out and up, I go around and I let I started feeling my body open up. I felt this effortless sensation of the hip turn and the shoulder turn, and it was harmonious. It was just nice. So I get over it and I focused on in here. And here. And the ball just explodes. And then while I'm working on that, you know, I'm trying to figure out how, son of the face again, that's awesome. I'm trying to figure out how to hit the ball straight. Well, the ball was flying straight in that lesson, but how would you figure out hitting the ball straight? You wouldn't try and roll the hands over. Stop trying to time. Get rid of the timing. So you watch when I swing through these shots. When I finish, you see the club face staying very square around the body. And a great example is that, watch this finish here. It's really straight, it's incredibly straight. And you see the face and the hands after impact like this, and not like this. So what have we just eliminated? We've eliminated the variable of shifting, we've eliminated the variable of contact. So we've created one contact point, and then we got the second piece, the other variable. Where am I gonna go with my downswing? Well, instead of going up and down, we go around the body, so the entire body works together. That keeps you from shifting. And the third thing is I keep the face square, which is required for hitting a straight shot. I keep the face square by ensuring that I don't release the hands after impact. Instead of releasing the hands and turning them over, I'm just gonna keep the shoulders moving through the strike and try and keep the club face parallel with my spine. I know, it's different. It's different, but when the norm of golf today is that it's expected for you to work hard, it's expected for you to go out and spend hours practicing, this all seems so contrary to that, because it is. The reason you're working so hard is because you have a swing that's built on timing. You could go out and play a 4-hour guitar gig 3 nights a week, because I currently can do that, and still have this going. If that's possible, then you can do whatever you want too. And it's not like the pros are not swinging this way. Because what if you were playing golf 80 rounds a year, let's say like 80 tournaments a year, what's that, maybe 200 rounds? I hate doing math on TV. It's a lot of golf, week to week. You do the practice round, you got the 4 rounds, you're playing a ton of golf, and you're on the road. Do you really want to swing where you gotta wonder if it's gonna show up? No. You want a swing that's gonna show up, so what did they do? They set the weight forward, and throughout the swing, they're gonna keep their head in place, consistent contact. So, weight forward, head in place, consistent contact. And then what? We don't want to work so hard, we don't want to hurt our bodies, so next thing we work on power. We swing the club around the body. So then, you know, around here, we're just going to swing the club around the body instead of up and down. So this requires 2 things. Now we're going to check it out from this 45. This is really deep. And by deep, I mean, all I'm trying to do is turn my shoulders on a tilted angle. So we're swinging the club around our body, and I've got my shoulder under my chin. I just point the shoulder at the ball. I try and feel like this. It's not actually that, but I try and feel that. So I'm trying to turn my shoulders on a tilted angle to the ground. That way I keep my relationship to the ball, and it guarantees a crisp strike with the club moving around my body. So I got power, consistency, accuracy. That's what I'm training up in my online golf school, Saguto.golf. You learn how to build a swing like this, so you don't have to spend all your day whacking balls or going out to the course with uncertainty. This produces certainty because my schedule is busy. I teach lessons all day. I'm making videos, communicating with Saguto golfers all over the world. There isn't a lot of time to get out here and practice. And then there's the time to go play guitar and time to eat. Saving the world from golfing disaster means that I can't get out here and hit a lot of balls. So I probably hit maybe 50 balls. Sometimes I hit 50 balls a week. Sometimes I hit 0. Sometimes I hit 150. And you ask my student, Derek, you know who you are. Derek is trying to be a pro golfer. Now he's practicing like a pro golfer and he's getting deadly good. But this one day, I went straight out to the first tee with this swing. No warm-up. Lace one right down the middle. And then I proceeded to birdie the par 5. I should have just walked home. That was it. What was it? It was just the same 3 things. Pros do this too. I put a video out recently showing you how the pros do this. They're all doing this. They don't want to work like that. Stop working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night. I'm working like a golfer. Set it, forget it. Wow. I know, you might say based on the quality of those strikes that I must hit 200 balls a day. No, I don't. You can ask Derek. I just stick to these things every single day. All right, a little bonus tip. If you've stuck with me this far, sometimes if you watch to the end, you get bonus tips. You know that. Another thing that I'm really jolly about is my right arm. I tuck it in. Just tuck that in, keep that tucked in with these keys. Get it in as much as you can. So at the top, instead of me being out, I'm just in. In, not out. When I get out, that's when problems come up. Oh, the choppers are here. They're coming to get us. Every single one of these balls is landing in the same spot. You don't have to work so hard. Why are we working so hard? This is how it's possible for anybody. You don't have to be a magician. You don't have to have athletic ability. This is normal people can play pro golf without working so hard. Thanks for watching. See y'all in a future episode.